So what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to do a review of Reboot Story Issue 1 by Superior Press. Yeah, and I say it's a crowdfunded book that I completely forgot about, and a variant cover, by the way. So for those of you who don't know how I do these types of videos, actually pretty simple. I should go to, let's say, an indie comic like this from the States, European comic, webcomic, from 2011 till present day, so this one falls right in it. Or in the case from Tales from the Past, from let's say the 1960s all the way till 2011. And how we usually break these videos down is pretty simple again. You go to, who the team is, writer, artist, etc. We give a quick synopsis and we follow it with a good versus the bad, and basically plus and minus, and the final verdict goes from, let's say, 10 out of 100 till 100 out of 100, with 10 out of 100 being the 1 out of 10 and the 100 out of 100 the 10 out of 10. So pretty old school rating. And there might be some things you might disagree with me about. If that's the case, hey, no problem, totally fine, but let's try to keep it civil. My goal of these types of videos is trying to bring back, you could call it the days before the internet. Before, in this case, ESL apps, etc. Which is kind of hypocritical because this is technically from the same crowd that I have my own opinion about. But we'll get to it later. I also made some notes because otherwise probably 2 pages wasted, but we're good to see how it goes. So sit back and enjoy. So Reboot Story Issue 1. It's written and drawn, and it's basically very easy. Inked by Joe and Sonntag. Editor Mark Poulton. Assistant Kayla Fortin. I'm probably terrible with that with names, so Colorist Dave Kemp, and some things by Ritter, and letters Eric Weathers. Sorry, something stuck in my throat. And that's basically what the team is. So what's it all about? I can discuss it briefly. It's like I said, a quick synopsis. Because what actually is all about is it's about in disparate New York City, basically. A guy named Matthew Walker waits a bell again over his identity, locked in a store with an as you can see here. I don't know why they put it in white text balloons, but different story, I digress. And with an ancient spirit of death called Aphosis, I think. I'm terrible with names. And over control of his supernatural armor. So and it turns out that other factions also have set their sights on the armor, and an uneasy alliance is formed between the entity and, let's say, our big friend here. And that's about the story right here. So I can show you a little bit of this. But the rest is something you have to figure out yourself. So going to the good, bad, and ugly. Well, first of all, the cover is, it's a variant cover by Shelby Robertson, I think. It's decent. It has really that 90s feeling to it. The interiors are decent with some flaws here and there. Can't show it right here. But it's sometimes some panels don't flow as good as the rest. It's an interesting concept. Protagonist / anti-hero. The relationship between Matthew and Aphosis has potential. And you can clearly see that, like I said, 90s influence. So influence like Spawn, Moon Knight, Dark Horse, Witchblade. So the early Dark Horse from the 90s, that's entirely different from what it is today. But there are also some downsides to it that I'm discussing right now, and the enemy factions are not that interesting in my opinion. And yeah, sometimes draws a lot of inspiration from things like Spawn, Moon Knight, even things like this relation could be close enough to what the symbiotes used to do. And yeah, some action scenes contain a little too much text. I can show you a bit of, not here. That one's good. Right here. But yeah, I would have used dark text bubbles for Aphosis. And yeah, for me, I had to look all the way up in my Indiegogo purchases contributions to May 2022 to yeah figure out yeah there's been 3 years. There's no and yeah unfortunately there was no PDF either of this book to yeah compensate, or at least yeah free PDF with it. There were no plans for it, and that's a missed opportunity in my opinion. So the final verdict, well, was it worth what I paid for it? Not really. It's okay. If you actively live the 90s, Dark Horse, Witchblade, Image area, this is for you. If not, yeah, for someone who never actively lived the 90s, there's a lot of waste potential in here. And yeah, basically, for me, nothing really stands out. The enemy fractions could have been worked out more over one or more issues, but that's where the problem lies that I already mentioned. Of course, there are things that you can't control, but I do wish it could have been delivered in a slightly more timely manner because, yeah, or at least to have a digital option with it. Because, and yeah, 3 years is way too long. So yeah, there's another yeah campaign coming up from the same creator, same with the same character, but personally I'm out because it's not only is it 3 years, but yeah, it basically copies the same formula of the image of the 90s. That is yeah good to yeah decent art with yeah, but with a story that has some hiccups here and there, and yeah, it's basically yeah a continuation of that era instead of trying out new territories. So yeah, that's about it for my video. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and leave your thoughts down in the comments below if you read this or not. But let's try to keep it civil. And if you want to see what I created with my hardworking friend, check out Jerry Warriors 2, soon to be 1, 2, 3 on Global Comics. And get the PDFs. That's all I have to say for this video. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.